And welcome back. Hey guys, we're out in our garden out here. Let's talk a little bit about how you should be watering right now before we get into flowers. First off, folks, you're backing off on your watering. You're not backing off on how deep you're watering. You're only backing off on the frequency. So right now, about every 2 weeks, we're watering around all our trees and shrubs, about 2 to 3 foot deep. So making sure that you can put a probe down approximately 2 to 3 feet in the soil is going to be the ideal situation, so that the water is actually getting down beyond that root system, pushing out those salts and creating that kind of pulsing action that's so important out here in the desert Southwest to water our trees and shrubs without them going through some type of stress. So let's talk about flowers here for a second and the types of flowers we put in this time of year. First off, a lot of our different types of bulbs. Daffodils is one. If you got lots of rabbits, this is one that will get rid of them. Not necessarily get rid of them, but they don't like to eat them. And here's a seed that I actually use. It's lupine, another one that rabbits don't like. They do fantastic out here. Daffodils obviously need highly enriched soil. The lupine, less so. You can almost put it on the indigenous soil we got out here in the desert Southwest, just roughing it up, spreading the seed on top of the soil, similar to what Scotty and I did earlier. And you're off and running with those two types of flowers. If you want to have some hyacinths, crocus, or tulips, which are right here, these are the types that actually require, and there's some tulips right back here actually. Bobby, can you get in there? There they are. You want to go ahead and make sure we cold stratify those. What do we mean? Putting them in a chiller in the refrigerator for 4 to 6 weeks. By doing that and then planting them, you're kind of tricking them like they've already gone through winter, causing them to bloom. All the rest of them do fairly well. Your narcissus, daffodils like we talked about earlier, and of course your bearded iris. Here's something that I want to just show you. When you're purchasing these bulbs, make sure you're purchasing a healthy bulb. If the bulb does this, well, you don't want to be necessarily planting it in the ground, and take a look at it and make sure those bulbs don't have any types of soft spots or anything like that. Allium's another one we put in. Another one that we put in is freesia, one of my favorite, hold up very well. And of course, lots of different types of wildflowers you talked about in the last segment. California poppies can go in right now. Some of my favorite in my garden itself, your Shirley poppies, larkspur, and last but not least, your cosmos. All those need to go in. Now don't forget, you're going to go ahead and have to rough up the soil, keep it fairly damp, and you're going to be off and running to a great looking wildflower display come springtime. Scott, Olivia,